beautiful Monday morning. Today being the 9th day of December 2024. Yes, you quite agree with me that the year is running so fast to an end. Thank you for always being there with us. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program. My name is Oluchi Amuda, and I'm starting today's review from the front page of the first news. The first news is later with this story. Air Peace Fair Probe sparks showdown. Keyamo slams FCCPC's careless claim. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the first news. And it comes with the rider. The regulator insists on investigation as tensions soar. Tinubu congratulates Mahama, hails Ghana's democratic victory. Kwara Hospital warns of mass burial as mortuary overflows. DSS has no business searching bags at airports. Keyamo. Casino police foil 2 kidnappings, rescue 20 victims. Still on the front page of the first news, no inheritance tax in proposed tax reform bill, says Oyedele. Kano's release won't hinder your VP ambitions, group South East Governor. Facing out TED fund will destroy tertiary education, as to President once. Threat to Nigeria's stability will be met with justice, Ribadu declares. These are some of the stories made it to the front page of the first newspaper this morning. Let's move to the Matrix newspaper. The Matrix is leading with this story. FCPC versus AirPC's face of wazers. Keyamo says FCCPC statement on FS. No amount of blackmail can stop our investigation. FCCPC reveals how several petitions against airline prompted investigation. Reprieve for Rojuku University as Soludo moves to resolve 21 years electricity blackout. Nigeria denies presence of new COVID-19 variant. Calls for calm. Maritime Nigeria's FIRS Finance Ministry's bosses. Chelsea wins 7-goal thriller against Spurs as Fulham hold. Congratulates Ghana's president-elect Mahama, expressing stability to ECOWAS. List of Macedonia appointment. Charlie Boy reveals his oldest son is 82 years old. These are the stories on the front page of the Matrix. And the blueprint is leading with this action. Lawmakers against document ignorance. Shehu Sani. Still on the front page of the blueprint newspaper. Syrian opposition Assad. Confederation Cup. Enyimba hold champions Zamalek in Europe. FCTIRS begins move to tax individuals earning over 25 million naira annually. Party's candidate considered defeat to ex-president Mahama. Tinubu echoed panic on the front page of the blueprint newspaper. Alright, let's have a quick look at what the Daily Times has for us this morning. The Daily Times newspaper is leading with this story. Tax bills assess human rights impact. Maritime in weather. CIN accurate tax welfare operating on phone. Accra-bound flight loses two engines, returns to Abuja, investigation begins. Atiku reacts to opposition's victory in Ghana election. These stories are on the front page of the Daily Times newspaper. And next on our reporter for is the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper is leading with this story, Bagudu Aleyu, why tax reform is transformative. That is a story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Nation newspaper. And it comes with the writer, it's poor. Akumi explains, no provision for tax consultants, says Oyedele. Tinubu hails Mahama on return to power in Ghana. Senator Jimo Ibrahim, $100 billion for the development of communities. Market, Gebupa, emerges NGX must compare listed company for 2023. Forex inflows hits $4.05 billion. This as for the story on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Alright, let's move to the Punch. Kurawa new terror group. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And it comes with the rider, Defense Headquarters vows to block security gaps as Nigeria, Chad, Niger hold joint military operations. Above the masthead of the Punch newspaper, we have the story. Tax reform accurate plays down northern opposition as Senate meets AGM. Trump plans mass deportation and to birthright citizenship. Syria rebels oust Assad and 60-year family rule. Still on the front page. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Tinubu orders congratulates Mahama as opposition clinches Ghana presidency. Below the picture story we have is Syrian rebels ousted Assad and 60-year family rule. These stories are on the front page of Punch newspaper this morning. The Vanguard is next, and the Vanguard newspaper is leading with this story. How non-appointment of ambassadors is hurting Nigeria. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, and it comes with these riders. Bilateral agreements, MOU face hiccups. Embassies operate without ambassadors for 15 months. Tinubu gets list, may announce names this week. Why experienced people must be appointed as ambassadors. That is a story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Alright, still there we have this story, the masthead of the newspaper. Any threats to Nigerian security, internal or external, will face justice. NSA. Marketers may lift petrol from Port Harcourt refinery this week. Why Naira is a massive recovery race across all markets. Tinubu hails Mahama after Ghana's presidential poll win. NIN modification. Nigerians narrate bitter experiences as bans names trade blames. Tax reform bills. Senate committee meets with AGM tomorrow. Seats today. Multiple taxes. RWO issues vandalism, stifling telecom sectors. Fair hike, Keyamo FCC is say at war over APs. EFCC intensifies investigation of NFA. These stories are on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Next is the Inquirer, the Abuja Inquirer, and it's leading with this story. FCT IRS targets 10,000 high earners. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Abuja Inquirer. And it comes with the riders. Abuja community raises security concern over 1 year blackout. Advonix unveils smart surveillance to fight insecurity. Dan Tatalo's namesake on operational efficiency. Increases in U.S. life expectancy forecasted to stall by 2050. The stories are on the front page of the Abuja Inquirer. Next is the New Telegraph. The New Telegraph newspaper has the story as the banner headlines. The faction APC dismays opposition ahead of 2027. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper, and it comes with these riders. Ruling party accused of wooing opponents with return tickets. More PDP, LP, National Assembly members planning to damp parties. AFCFTA, Nigeria consolidates leadership with 7.10 trillion naira exports. How controversies over tax reform bills can be addressed by lawyers. 2025 budget, PPP pact with ICRC Act compliance illegal, says FG. Lawan, freelance politician. Enugu crashes external debt by $39.8 million. These stories are on the front page of the New Telegram. Let's have a quick look at what the Daily Trust has for us this morning. The Daily Trust newspaper says, dry season farming suffers as dams infrastructure collapses. Farmers resort to boreholes, wells. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Daily Trust. Yes, we have other stories. 32 states, FCT records zero foreign investment in 2024. Wow. 2 siblings die after eating cassava meal in Abuja. Corruption must be fought from the top, says Obasanjo. Tax reform bills increase tax on the rich, John tells FG. That is the story. Those stories are on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's quickly go to the News Direct, Nigerian News Direct. And it's leading with this story. Economic reforms. Tinubu still in Nigeria's goodwill. Will be president till 2031. SGF. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. We will achieve 6,000 megawatt power generation by end of December at Adeleke. High debt profile allegations. We have reduced debt, avoided borrowing at Adeleke. Ogun bags FG award as best performing state in ICT. These stories are at the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. Next is the Guardian newspaper. And the Guardian newspaper is leading with this story. Tax reform bills. States eye 180% hike in value-added tax earnings amid push for fiscal federalism. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. We have other stories. You have failed workers. Labour group flames NLC, TUC. NCDC tells health facilities to intensify checks for SARS COVID-19 2 variant. Measure tax bills impact on human rights. SIRAP tells National Assembly. Funding weak political party will with every varsity system. Stakeholders start states on 2030 family planning targets. Minister Operator FCCPC BICA over airfare pricing regulatory rights. Legal tender, and an easy path to transforming old to new loans. These stories are on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Next is the leadership. The leadership is leading with this story. Late budget presentation alters January-December cycle. That is the story, making the better headlines on the front page of the leadership newspaper. And it comes with this right that there is fear committees may not do thorough job. Proper MBA's appearance uncertain. 2024 budget may be given leeway. Senate. Delay not linked to tax bills. Syria to National Assembly. Assess impact of tax reform bills on human rights. Violation. FCCPC cautions EPIs against obstructing inquiry. For his relentless pursuit of innovation and investment that has catalyzed Africa's self-sufficiency, Alhaji Aliko Dangote has been nominated as the person of the year. Still on the front page of the leadership newspaper, Governor Bago gives 100 medical students scholarship. FG dismisses viral ambassadorial list. Assad's regime falls in Syria. Mahama returns as Ghana president after 3 attempts. Let's have a look at what the Nigerian Tribune has for us. The Nigerian Tribune says, PDP chair Pro Damago forces plan takeover of BOT. That is the story making the better headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And it comes with this rider. Other stakeholders mount pressure on David Mark to take over in February. 64 BOT members face uncertainty over plot, while Bara under pressure over stance on tenure of acting chairman. States have power to nominate tenure BOT chair members, National Publicity Secretary. There is story at the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. We have other stories as well. At University of Oxford Management Conference, $100 billion in failed mega projects in Nigeria presents development opportunities. Jim Ibrahim says multiple handling charges have $1.5 billion Lagos Ibadan stranded at Lagos Port. Consumer rights violation. FCCPC cautions EPIs against obstructing inquiry. Data by DMO validation shows success in debt management. Spokesperson. Tax reforms have no provision for consultants on tax collection. Oyedele. How inflation, high cost of raw materials dampen manufacturing confidence in food, beverage, tech industry. These stories are on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And still there, above the map, we have this story, EFEM, Eurobond issuance, Forex reserve, Naira stability. Ex-President John Mahama wins re-election. Please position on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And the business day is next. The business day has this story. Inflation bites. A liter of petrol equals 1,970 equals 1975 Kojo wagon. That is the story making the better headlines on the front page of the business day. It says inflation bites. A liter of petrol equals 1975 Kojo wagon. Still on the front page of the business day. Funke Akindele bring her billion naira box office record as a feature story bill. 1 year T-bill attracts 253 trillion naira record high bid. These stories are on the front page of the business day. And the last but never the least is the Daily Independent. The Daily Independent is littered with this story. Bleak Christmas as banks hoard cash. Analysts ask CBN to act fast before festive period. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Daily Independent. We have other stories below the picture story there. Telco subscribers send benchmark to new tariff regime review. Yes, still on the front page of the Daily Independent. Telco subscribers sent benchmark for new tariff regime review. NCC announces new tariff plan December 13. Nothing will stop us from investigating airpeace, FCCBC. Syrup asked Akpabio Abbas to match human rights with tax reform bills. These are some of the stories on the front page of the Daily Independent. And this is where we're going to wrap it up on today's edition of Newspapers Today on OSBC TV. Thank you for always being there. On behalf of the producer, Oluwato Yusuf, and the production of Paisa Muturayo Ayibayo. My name is Oluchi Amuda, wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Good morning.